What's up guys, Quick Shift 636 here, and today I have a whole lot of information to share on today's Motocast Monday. So just sit back, relax, let's go and get into it. Gia. Now what's up guys, it's been a long time since I've been able to speak with you guys, and I told you guys that this would be the new form factor that you and I would be discussing pretty much anything going on with MotoGP, World Superbike, moto vlogging, and anything within my life going on right now. So it's cool, man. It's a change. It's a change for us to actually interact together, so it'll be badass. But dude, we got a whole lot of stuff to talk about real quick, and I have all my notes set up, man. We just got so much, so let's go ahead and freaking get into it. First thing, World Superbike. We have Alvaro Bautista leaving Ducati to join the HRC Honda team. So Honda's coming back with the new Fireblade for 2020. Alvaro Bautista, currently running Ducati and World Superbike, came out swinging strong, tearing up the competition. I've talked about this in the past, and he's dominated Jonathan Rea. Well, of course, Jonathan Rea and Team Kawasaki have fought back and stood their ground. And then now you put Bautista in kind of a weird situation where he's still very, very much could win on the Ducati just fine. But Honda coming back in the World Superbike in regards to HRC, and then ready to just lead that forefront and come with their new Fireblade. And that's it. What does that do? That creates that vacuum. Well, I've talked about this in the past, and Alvaro Bautista has been very, very cocky, talking about that MotoGP is so much harder than World Superbike, and he feels like he doesn't have to push himself that hard, this, that, and the other. I call it a cop out. I said it last time. I thought it was a shit move, a shit thing to say. And Bautista going to HRC, good luck. I say good riddance, to be honest with you. Good riddance. Team Kawasaki is still gonna freaking take it, and I think it'll be just fine. It'll be just fine. Really, nothing missed. I don't like Alvaro Bautista in regards to his attitude in World Superbike. I thought in MotoGP he did great. I thought coming into World Superbike he would do awesome and remain humble, but it's completely changed. So I say good riddance. And then we're gonna have Scott Redding to replace Alvaro Bautista. Should he move to HRC, but again, that's been confirmed already. So Alvaro Bautista moving to HRC to take over that, and then Scott Redding to replace him in Ducati. And again, I think it'll be just fine. Shoot real quick, had to run, go grab my Monster. You know how I do. Man, now to go into MotoGP. This is just a shit show for shit shows, MotoGP. So stay with me for a second. Stay with me, okay? We have Jorge Lorenzo for the last 3 weeks, possibly moving from Repsol Honda to Ducati. Now, not factory Ducati. No. He would run into a satellite Ducati. But yeah, talking about him moving there. Now, none of this was ever confirmed by Lorenzo. None of this was ever said, but this is paddock talk. But, you hear something once, you kind of dismiss it as chit chatter, locker room talk. I'm sure we've all heard that. But then you hear it again, and then it starts to build traction, it starts to build momentum. And that's kind of like what we have here. So you hear all this commotion, and it's been all over MotoGP. It's been all over, the phone just blowing up about Lorenzo moving or possibly moving. Then you have a statement from Marc Marquez. So I'm going to read the statement for you real quick. It says, quote, so when they asked Marc Marquez said, "What I know is that Jorge Lorenzo has one more year with Honda. Jorge is Jorge, and what he says is that he's not a great rider. He's a champion. If he's a champion, then he should be on a championship winning bike. So he needs to come back and show his potential with a Honda bike and be on top with Honda. With his ego and his ambition," okay, this is a quote, "with his ego and with his ambition, he will try to do this, because if not, he won't arrive on his ambition or dream. When you arrive at a project with HRC, It's because you win races and fighting for the championship. Now, tell me, I'm not sure if you guys caught that, right? So, I can read between the lines, right? And Jorge, that Mark Marquez just talked some mad shit about Jorge Lorenzo, mad shit. Now, on the other side of it, it's like they asked Valentino Rossi. Valentino Rossi said, "For sure, it's a surprise for everybody to hear about the Ducati move. If you speak about the track situation, the results have some sense because Jorge has a lot of problems with Honda. Last year, he was strong with Ducati. I don't know if it's true, but Lorenzo is with factory Honda." That was from Valentino Rossi. Now, the uproar is that, again, if he should go back, right, at the time of this, right, I'm laying it all out, should he go back, he's not bumping off Andrea Dovizioso, he's not bumping off Danilo Petrucci, he would bump off Jack Miller and the satellite Ducati. And I think that's just shit, because now when you get into Jack Miller's statement is that he believes that Ducati in fact wants to stay with him despite the rumors of Lorenzo taking his spot. Now, Jack Miller's been vocal numerous times about Lorenzo coming back and stuff like that, and it's kind of like we're like we'll take him back, because Lorenzo's track record, Lorenzo's ability to ride does supersede him. He's arrogant. He doesn't work well with teams whatsoever. With whoever he's with, can he ride? Most definitely. Is he a champion? Most definitely. He showed great on the Ducati. Has he got his ass handed to him on the Honda? Yeah, he sucks on the Honda. And it just feels like Jack Miller's been riding so pretty damn well, consistent, doing the best that he can. Still satellite bike, 2019 Ducati bike from last year. Lorenzo's old bike is essentially what he would go back to. And Jack Miller's been doing a great job with that. And just because Lorenzo can't cut it and he wants to go back to Ducati and he won't get a factory ride like that, he'll settle for satellite, is bumping Jack Miller off. And again, I think that's shit. Jack Miller's been very, very upset with that, and I really think he has every right to be. Again, just a complete shit show. Now, I put this note on here, and I wanted to read it like this, because this has been this last week particularly with all the chitter chatter and talk and all kinds of just nuts been going on all over the internet about this stuff. Just as today, Jorge Lorenzo has decided to stay with Repsol Honda through the 2020 season. Now, I think an awesome point was made, and I want to get your guys' opinion on that. Okay, let me ask you this question. You are Repsol Honda. You hire Jorge Lorenzo to fulfill a 2-year contract with you to ride his ass off, right? And then halfway through the first season, he talks about wanting to jump ship to another team. Now, he chooses not to, but how does that make you feel? Now, if it was me, that made me feel like shit. I wouldn't trust the man. I just couldn't. I couldn't do it anymore. I couldn't do it. It would be shaken. Now, aside from that, you look at him wanting to impose any kind of developmental things, changes of the bike. Him wanting to change this, him wanting to change that, him wanting to change this. Why? If I was HRC Honda, I'd be like, my main man, Mark Marquez. Oh, God, what a horrible thing to say, my main man, Mark Marquez. Ugh. The main guy, Mark Marquez, is winning races. And you have this guy that, even though he's the champion, can't ride this bike for nothing. Wants to bail out midway through the first season. And then, who are you? Get out of here with that shit. So, it's weird, man. It's going to be rough. It's going to be, it seemed like this is like one big high school rumor, just horrible this week with World Superbike and then with MotoGP. It's just complete shit, man. Just complete shit. But I'm here to tell you guys, man, I've been watching this stuff very, very closely, and that's the update. That's the news. That's how freaking messed up it can be, and that's how messed up it is. And hopefully, they talked about with Lorenzo deciding to go ahead and stay with with Repsol. with Lorenzo staying with Repsol, they've been holding off on Jack Miller's contract, and hopefully Jack Miller can get his contract signed very, very soon, since Jorge Lorenzo's decided to not do that either. Hey, I'm gonna decide not to ride your Honda bike to a championship, and I'm gonna go ahead and decide to bail out, and then I'm gonna decide not to go ahead and go to Ducati. So, failure all the way around. That's Jorge Lorenzo. Something happened this week. Really don't know how to even talk about it. But I'm into Street Outlaws. You guys know that. It was just confirmed today that, at least to me, I think I never wanted to look at it and never wanted to believe it. Midwest Streetcars is no more. That's right, guys. The Crow, the Murder Nova, Big Chief, Sean. That is no more. No more Midwest Streetcars, guys. Now it looks like Big Chief and Sean have officially parted ways in regards to moving forward with business. Sean now has 187 Customs that he is running with his dad and with Phantom currently right now. Looks like for Outlaw Armageddon 5, Big Chief is still moving forward with the Crow, and I do see that Monkey is still working on him as far as the wrenching being done on the vehicle and stuff. What does that mean really for Street Outlaws? I don't know. The person who I spoke to, I'm not going to drop their names, but this person works pretty hand in hand with them. It's pretty damn credible. Did confirm that they're in fact two separate entities. That they still get along. It doesn't look like there's any bad blood. It was just Sean moving forward, Big Chief moving in a different direction, because Big Chief is going racing in the National No Prep Series. The Murder Nova, of course, doing their own thing. Phantom, congratulations to Phantom, is racing the OG Murder Nova. Of course, Sean's still racing the brand new Murder Nova. And then Richard, his dad, Sean's dad, banging out some badass custom rides. Custom rides for SEMA, So I think they're doing great, man. I think they're doing great. I am a fan of Midwest Streetcars. I'm a fan of Big Chief. I'm a fan of Sean. It sucks that they're not going to be that one cohesive group again. But I'm still going to continue to support, still going to continue to keep, showing that support and respect towards them, man. It's going to, just a different thing right now. But again, guys, just crazy. I was really heartbroken. But that's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this new form factor that we got here. Me talking directly to you, and you talking directly to me, kind of. Either way, I just hope it's a lot better than what we've been doing in the past with the Motocast Mondays. In the event you should like that old style, let me know in the comment section, man. Let's work it out. Let's see what we can do to make this thing a lot better. But I hope you guys enjoyed all this information with MotoGP, World Superbike, and unfortunately Midwest Streetcars with that craziness going on. But this week has just been nuts, guys. And you already know, man. You already know I'll keep you guys locked in, keep you guys informed. And until I see you again, you already know where I'll be, baby. See you on the next one. Gia.